Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Silver.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold caught here by Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah. Check.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Rush in. Check three. Blue draw corkers.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Chris Jones on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 36, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Chef. Watch twist. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 80. I got you, son.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. On 1st down, it's Bell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Bell. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
You go yellow. You got tape. You got attack.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. The 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that, he's been confident.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Darnold now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Red 80,
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
It's just me and you.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You go night-night. Some go night-night. Shift.
Now it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here I come.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
I'm going to hit you all
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Darnold, and he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To the air again, Darnold. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes.
It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So that is how we get our first points here in quarter number 2 on the punt return.
Both teams were seeking the momentum that comes from the first score of the game. But when it comes on a special teams play, a punt return, I think that's extra momentum. And now I wonder if they just roll it forward and maybe don't just kick the extra point, but possibly go for 2.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go, son. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Check pass, check pass.
On second down, it's Bell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now back to throw. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Much 56. I'm coming. Hatchet. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Hey, let's go. Interception, baby, all day, all day.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, G. Big Sears right here.
They'll run it with Bell. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Man, I got you.
To throw is Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Darnold on first down. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Red 80. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
56.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Now Bell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Last stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll set up to throw. Caught here by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. To throw again on second down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 15. Watch the twist. H3, 218. Chopper. 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They're going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
Yo, 80. Mike.
On 1st down, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Here we go.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Darnold. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Darnold now to throw. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now it's Darnold. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Will look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch 54. Let's go, D.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.